Welcome to the What It Takes podcast, where we talk to successful entrepreneurs, leaders, and CEOs across different industries. I'm your host, Darren, and in each episode, we're going to figure out how they got through difficult times, but most importantly, what it really takes to succeed. So whether you're just starting out your career or you're looking to level up your business game, my goal is to give you real insights and practical lessons from people who have achieved what you want. Welcome back to the What It Takes podcast. I'm joined today by Franziska. Franziska, great to have you here. You are the CEO and founder of Loremo, which is a company that specializes in art, luxury art, but you're also combining AI into this. And it's really inspiring to kind of dive into what you do to learn more about your journey. And I'm just excited to talk to you today. So welcome to the podcast.
Thank you for having me here today to talk about Loremo Luxury Fine Art as well as our innovative approach with the artificial intelligence.
I'm very excited. So talk to me a little bit about what is it that you do at Loremo, just for the audience.
Loremo is not just a classic gallery, it's a gallery that focuses on bespoke art. We say art that reflects you, or bespoke art has never been more personalized is one of our claims. Because Loremo is tailoring the art painting with the colors of the interior as well as the personality of the owner that is like configuring the art. But at the end, the real artist is painting the artwork, that it also increases in equity.
Okay, so it's you have the artists that actually do the paintings. So
Exactly.
they create the original art.
Exactly. For me, it was really important because Lorema was founded 2022 in Paris, in France, and Paris, France is the origin of luxury, is the origin of savoir-faire, of craftsmanship. I would say it's the touch of the old money style, really elegant. And this is exactly what we want to manifest and what we transfer with Loremo. To have art paintings that are for the eye of the beauty, let's say, yeah, or which for people who have an eye for the beauty, who are really stylish, who are really self-expressionist, who are caring that their home is as unique as they are. And so they not only have design furniture, they also have like art paintings that match the interior design style. And this is exactly what we are doing. So it's a luxury brand, high-end quality, but in the end, it's newcomer artists, but with a really unique original style that are beforehand. They are coming to Loremo. They are created by myself. I have also studied not only business administration and luxury brand management, but also art historian. And this is the quality funnel that the customer gets. And it's a really easy way because the customer defines the height, width, and the depth, meaning like the size of the canvas, that it perfectly fit. We also advise here for the golden cut. I think you know it because you also like highly aesthetic in this kind of way.
Is that the golden ratio that you're talking
Exactly,
about?
golden ratio.
Yeah.
Golden ratio, exactly. Yeah, to have these maximum of aesthetic. This is all about by Loremo. And then the customer or based, let's say, the interior design colors that are still existing, they define the colors of the art painting. That is really a high match for a high aesthetic at the end. And then we match, and this is based on neuroanalytic science. We match the artist style, the painting style, with the personality of the customer.
Okay.
Why we do that? We do that because art has a big impact of the well-being, of the productivity, of the innovational power. So abstract art, I didn't know if you know, but abstract art, our brain is like focused in years before that. For example, we see something and we judge directly. We say, for example, this is a tree, this is a house, this is like a chair, whatever. And if the human being see abstract art, the brain is not able to judge it directly. So what the brain is doing is the synapses, they are working all the time, connecting to each other in a really fast way. So you can train your brain, and with that, your, let's say, your fasten of thinking as well with abstract art in a subtle way. Because if you have that, for example, here in the background, you also see an abstract art painting. So my
I was
brain,
going to ask you about that.
yeah, absolutely. And my brain is always searching, okay, what is this? Yeah, is this maybe like you see it here? Is this like a fish who is crapping something? Yeah, or is it a kind of a flower? My brain is always trying to see there's something specific, some figurative, but it's not
Mm,
possible. And this is why, in a subtle way, whenever I walk how to say, walk in my room, yeah, or see this painting, my brain is trained. Yeah, this is a
mm,
good way of training. And in the same way, abstract art is looking super aesthetic, and
mm-hmm,
yeah, it gives this stylistic, this brilliance in a room. So our core target group is not only the high aesthetic person, even if it's male or female, but it's also, for example, design oriented hotels or
mm.
co-working spaces or offices.
That's awesome. I really wanted to ask you about that painting because when I look at that, I see sort of like a flying fish,
Yeah, exactly.
you
Like this
know?
is kind of what I'm going a little bit besides. This is also what I am seeing. Yeah, maybe I can do my laptop a little bit more outside so you can see it better. It is like it's jumping out of the water.
Yes, it's
Why
jumping out of the water.
exactly, and why I have decided for this painting, because I'm an extroverted, expressive person. I'm always searching for inspiration, for new things to learn. So expressional abstract art is best for my character, yeah, to get energized. For
Mm.
example, I have a friend, she's highly introverted. Yeah, she doesn't want to be with so much people. She doesn't want to go out so much. And this is not for bad. It's like her character. It's absolutely
Yeah.
fine. But this art painting would make her super aggressive, really aggressive.
Mm.
Yeah.
Aggressive.
Yeah, aggressive. Yeah, because in her mind, because this doesn't match the way of her character, of her
Ah,
level.
that's fascinating. Yeah.
Exactly. So this is the way why for her this wouldn't be the perfect artist. Yeah, she more or less needs someone who is painting with a lot of oil, fluidly, with water in it. Yeah, to be more smooth. Or for example, let's say in B2B business to business. Let's say for example a yoga studio. Yeah, this in a yoga studio, no way. Yeah, you can make that
Mm.
maybe for kickboxing or something like that, but not for
Yeah, yeah.
yoga. And it's really interesting. I did a research in this field of art, and art is really, how to say, art can push the invention level as well as the innovation level based on the creativity and based on this synapses training.
That is very fascinating because I had never thought about that, how certain pieces of art can actually change how, first of all, how people feel, but also what you're saying is depending on their personality, right? Introvert, extrovert. As an introvert, someone would look at that and become aggressive like your friend. I am more on the extrovert side. You mentioned that
Yeah.
yourself. We're both seeing this flying sort of fish. I'm very curious to learn a little bit more about how you got to this point in your life. What was your early life like? Were you always this creative?
I think my mom she stayed at home until I was 3 years old, and she has done a lot of creative work with myself when I was
Mm,
like young and a child. I think this maybe gives a little bit input. So as I grow up, I was always super, super creative. Um,
mm,
but I think my brain is both like kind of creativity, kind of analytic, because if you don't have the analytical side, you can't really build up the business,
yes.
yeah, and have this entrepreneurial spirit. But in this case, yeah, as I said, really creative. I loved it. I love to paint. Yeah, and this was the reason, because building up Loremo. Let's start at that. Building up Loremo, you have both sides. You have one side or three sides. You have one, the business side, yeah, because of course it's a business. You have to earn money. You have the
Mm,
customer side. You have to understand the luxury customer what they want, this aesthetically broad, yeah, this savoir-faire craftsmanship, high-end quality, yeah, this high end of service level that you have to deliver with your brand. This is super
mm,
important. And then you have the third pillar, and this is your artist. And
mm,
artists are like little VIPs. And the most important thing in the field of art is one sentence: the art is free. And this was a big, big challenge when I developed Loremo, because when I started to develop Loremo, it was based on the point that I visited a lot of high and luxury, let's say, a high net worth individual homes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I
Yes.
saw, oh my God, they have like, maybe they have like a Richter at the wall, or Basquiat or Rembrandt or whatever. If it's not in the Zollfreilager, yeah, it was not like
In
um,
the what? The 12
Zollfreilager. I don't have the right word in English. It's this,
Is that a
it's this,
port free, like they
exactly.
a
Yeah,
tap? Yeah, yeah.
exactly. When
I
you,
know what you mean. Yeah. Uh-huh.
meaning like that the art painting is coming there, there is secured, you
No
have
tax,
insurance,
something like
no
that.
tax, etc. This is for your
Yeah.
stabilizing your money, your wealth management, let's say.
Yes,
Yeah?
yes,
This is
yes.
art as an investment good, and it goes there. And
Yeah.
so it's really rare that those paintings are in the interior. But if they are, mostly it's not the aesthetic of the art, mostly it's more the naming of the artist. What happens
Mm.
then is that the art doesn't match the interior design, the art doesn't match the personality of the owner, and there's a lot of, mostly there is like a big aesthetic crash. Yeah, so it
Mm.
doesn't
Mm.
match to each other. Maybe there was an interior designer who designed the whole luxury flat, and then there is this art painting, and this art painting doesn't match. So this was the reason why I wanted to build Lorema. But the problem was that the market was full of galleries, and in the galleries, you have still existing art that the artist has worked previously conceptual, meaning the gallerist gives a topic about society, for example, maybe right now Trump, USA, and then
Mm.
freedom, and then the artist is painting based on the society or governmental topic, yeah, let's say, in a way of creativity and an abstractionism, which is
Mm.
excellent, yeah, but it's not it's not the solution that I wanted to give the customer, because I want to do bespoke art. And now there was
Mm.
a challenge because the artist, it was a long period of time that the artist thought, okay, but if she gives me the size of the canvas, if she gives me, as I'm right now in this field of manner, and I give her, for example, or I give the art, or I gave the artist the colors, yeah, the art can't be free.
Mm.
That's true. But there is one thing where it works, and this is an abstract modern art. Because
Mm.
if you work figurative, then the customer, for example, says, okay, I want to have this portrait, yeah, like it was in earlier times at kings and whatever, princes. So they say, okay, I want to have a portrait of mine. Then the artist starts to paint, yeah. And then the king says, oh, my, here, it's like my chest is not right, yeah. The
Mm.
eyes are not brilliant, yeah, because everyone want to look perfect, even if they're not in real life, but they wanted to look.
Mm.
So the artist was all the time of correcting the painting, and it was not originally his freedom of work. He was like kind of a slave. They have done that in earlier times because they earned a lot of money, because the kingdom, yeah, they earn really a lot if they work for kings and queens, but it was not free.
Mm.
So I want to create it, or my purpose was to create a concept where these comes all together, that the artist can be free. The only things that are given are the size of the canvas and the colors, but what
Mm.
he or she is creating stays free.
Mm.
And then there was this problem, and all the people asked me, okay, but how that could be used? Because if he's creating maybe like in an also in abstract way, you can be really different.
Mm.
So I developed the concept even more, and I decided, okay, the quality funnel that the artist is coming to Loremo needs to be that the style is not even really original, that he grows up, yeah, and for return on invest and to increase the artist factor. The second thing that is super important is that the artist is recognizable. Yeah.
Mm.
I have to see, for example, you see at Leon Löwentraut, or for example,
Mm.
also Richter, you know exactly without seeing the signature on the right hand bottom, you see that it's the Richter, you see that it's the Leon
Yeah.
Löwentraut, you see that
They have a style.
really in one second. This is exactly, or these are that I'm searching for, and what works at the end.
I think the fact that the artist can be free makes a big difference in terms of the creativity, right? Like
Yeah.
it's going back to what you said about the kings. when you have to create something that is not the artist's choice. You know, they'll obviously make a portrait, but then when they have 100 iterations, like, oh no, my cheekbones are this, my hair looks a little bit like this,
Yeah.
it's not going to be the authentic. You don't have that creativity. But so you have this passion for art. You grew up in an environment where your mom exposed you to a lot of creativity at a young age. What was your journey like up until the point when you founded Loremo? What did you do before this? What do you know, is this your full-time job? Do you only do this, or do you have other projects? What was your background leading up to this point?
It was, to be honest, it was a super hard path. Yeah, because it
Mm.
was my family is super down to earth. Yeah, there was not this big money. In earlier times I wished, okay, how could it be? How much easier could it be if my father was the CEO of a big pharmacy concern, for example? Yeah,
I think a lot of people have thought about that.
yeah, but it wasn't the case. But it is fine because
Yeah, yeah.
I think I get the right values in life, yeah, to survive and
Mm.
to have the stand up mentality. Whatever it's coming, I'm facing it, I go through it, and I'm surfed through the wave or up the wave, not through the wave, yeah, but I surf the wave, let's
Yeah,
say
yeah.
better words. I think this was super important, but the path was not like this one. I don't say like after studying, I don't say, okay, I want to become an entrepreneur. It was more or less that I go first the secure way, and I did a dual study at a premium brand for long years. In general, it was 11 years, and I worked
Mm.
there at the corporate strategy, the brand strategy, international advertising, business development in a lots of different departments. And I used, let's say, I learned how to build up a brand. That was super
Mm.
important, and I never regret that. Yeah, because I learned so much how to build up a brand and how to establish
Yeah,
the brand in the market and
yeah.
then to increase the brand image. But the interesting thing was then when I decided, it was 19, I decided to leave the company and to study again luxury brand management. And this was also the time period when the first research for Loremo started. Besides, I studied luxury brand management, and I worked also in those times 20 hours a week at Chanel and Karl Lagerfeld to get to know even
Hmm.
better the luxury customer, because previously I get to know the premium customer but not the luxury customer. And to
Mm.
be honest, there is a big difference in between how the service how service
The
is.
groups. How what is the big difference there between premium and luxury in terms of how to serve them and what you're talking
I
about?
would say for premium, you do, how to say it, maybe we can say it with a coffee, with
Ah, yeah.
let's say a mass customer is doing this, is drinking granulat coffee. Yeah, you put, how to say it in English. It's crazy. My English is not the best one, but let's try to do it. Yeah, it's with granulat. Yeah, and then you boil water on it. Yeah, so that's the mass customer. The
So
premium customer, you have a machine and you press the button, yeah, an espresso, for example.
yeah, so wait, just going back to the mass customer granula coffee
Exactly.
that you're talking about. That is that filter coffee?
Yeah, or filter coffee. Let's use filter coffee. It's a better way. Thank you so much.
Filter coffee. Yeah, yeah, there we go. So that's so mass customers filter coffee, quick.
It
It's
would be,
already been made.
yeah, let's say like,
Pour a cup, yeah.
yeah, it's
Pr-
fine if you have like a first talk with them. You can use filter cafe. Yeah, they are happy because they get a coffee. A
yeah.
premium customer, for example, they want to have at least an espresso coffee. Yeah,
Mm.
because you have an espresso, you have the brand. Yeah, but a luxury customer, they want to have, and now I'm searching for this English word, Siebträgermaschine, meaning.
Like a proper coffee machine, like a barista.
Yes, yes, barista,
Like,
barista. Yes, exactly.
yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
you need for that a barista, yeah. And I
Aha.
think this and a barista is made with savoir-faire, with craftsmanship. You need a little bit of time to
Yes.
prepare the coffee, but the taste is absolutely different than an espresso. And
Yeah.
I think this is the good way to explain, or what I learned also in Paris, in France, and the difference. And in France, it was interesting because we used to did a lot of case studies during the study at Richemont, at LVMH, at Kering, and we really went to the retail stores, yeah, and experienced this feeling, this service by ourselves. How is it with the ground floor? How is this with the first floor? Then with the VIP upper floor, etc. And I try to how to say, to grab all this knowledge, yeah, from all these different field and implement it in Loremo to deliver our customer the best service. And it starts with
Yes.
packaging, for example. It starts with small nuances, how you treat them at holidays, like, for example, now Christmas or New Year's. It starts with the experience of the vernissage that are not like typical like the other ones. All I want to do is all the time to deliver a high, excellent, high quality experience to our customer to make them feel great. And this is also with
Yeah.
art. And Darren, you asked me when we first talked about, you asked me, okay, but how is it with digitalization? And this is really a big spagat, I would say. It's a big gap between savoir-faire craftsmanship, yeah, that is not really how to say, it's not close to digitalization always, yeah, when you do the French or Italy or the Italian abroad. And then you have this tech, yeah, coming from US, coming from China, whatever, yeah, that you have to go as a young company with, because outside digitalization and the wheel is turning so fast, yeah, so you have to really address it. And this we handled in a way that we developed our own AI. So let's say first we got the concept of Loremo. We solved the
Yeah.
problem and the concept was like really shaped, it was brilliant, and we got the first customers because in iterative loop we developed the business concept. Then in the second way, we said, okay, Corona were coming, and we formed this haptical approach, yeah, that was really dependent on myself as a person. We formed that to a configurator that was coded. And this was the first step. And then there was this configurator, but we didn't have any customer on the website. We didn't have any customer on the configurator. So, wow, excellent IT product, but no customer at all. And then we did both ways. First, we developed an AI that make it super attractive for investors and that leverage the company value. And on the second, I started to went out to do sales by myself. Yeah. So I started to networking, to spread the brand, to start PR, etc. And this was really a success formula for Loremo because I worked one time, I worked on the company, not only in the company, but also on the company, and try to automatize it as much as I can. That the product is not even more so much dependent on myself. And on the second pillar, I build it up in a personal face to face because we're still in luxury. I build it up a community that will always come together on the vernissages. So whenever we got a new interest or new lead, let's say, we invite them to our vernissages to experience the brand for free.
Yeah. Yeah.
You don't have to buy
Yeah.
any in the first action, but we want to experience the brand. And this was the connection between digitalization on the one hand, because I have to work on the brand to make it international, to scale it up, yeah, to leverage the brand equity, and on the other hand, to have a personal touch, yeah, in this
Yeah,
savoir-faire.
because I wanted to ask you, but you sort of answered it now. But like what I'm hearing, the biggest difference from luxury to premium to mass is that within luxury, one word that specifically stands out is craftsmanship, right? A lot of the things that are
Yeah,
made and done are done with passion, with care, with love, right? They take time. And each part of that customer process, that journey that they go through, just the
yeah,
coffee even, it's like you want a coffee, it's made by an actual barista with a real machine, right? That just goes to show that each part of that process. But then I wanted to ask you, which again you partly answered,
yeah,
because you have implemented AI digitalization into aspects of the business. How does that level of craftsmanship and luxury still apply? if it's done using a tool
Amazing question. Yeah, this is an
that
amazing
generates
question.
things, right?
I did one. I once have some investors there that wanted to invest, and I how to say, I skipped it, or I declined it, or I said no to them, because to one reason: they wanted to make the AI print the art paintings, and
Mm,
this was the best decision I ever made, because now I still remaining a luxury brand, because the end product is done by a real artist. Yeah, it is real savoir-faire, it is real craftsmanship, and there is a high creativity, because I give the art the freedom, or the artist the freedom, to create in his or her own style the art painting. Because what I
mm,
want to say, and you said a really good thing, what defines what is the difference between premium and luxury? It's the savoir-faire, it's the craftsmanship, it's the heritage, the legacy, but last but not least, it's a high amount of creativity. In a premium product, I still have an excellent product, but
mm,
this could
mm.
be also highly technical. Like it's a perfect product. Yeah, it works, and it delivers my how to say, high
It
value.
delivers, yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
the
it
need that you
delivers,
have,
like,
right?
it's efficient. Like a mass product is
Yeah.
functional, it delivers a premium, it's an excellent product. But a luxury product, yeah, has a lot of emotional, high emotional value. It's a hedonistic product, let's say.
Mm,
So why I'm saying that is because this morning I shared a post by MS, and it was a conversation because MS, the Kelly bag, they are waiting such a long time for this bag. And there was this conversation: how want you go with your brand? How want you in the future? Do you want to still stay at this point of view that you make customers waiting so long, because you could earn so much more money if you produce faster? Why you don't do that? And then
mm,
the brand manager says, we will never do that. It's not only because on scarcity, yeah, because of this marketing gadget. It's not this. It's based because if I don't have this long period of waiting, I can't anymore give this person, yeah, who is doing the savoir-faire, the craftsmanship, the production of the bag by hand. I can't, or I'm not be able anymore to give this person this creative freedom that he or she
mm,
needs to do an excellent product. Yeah, because he's not a machine, it's a human anymore, and it takes time to do the stitching by hand. Yeah, they need breaks in between, of course. And if we now go to a high volume, we don't have this excellence anymore. And this is so true. And this is also why, for example, we implemented exactly the same approach at Loremo, because this art painting that you receive as a customer, it's individual, handcrafted just for you. It's a unique piece of art that is
mm.
made by these famous artists just for you, in your colors, matching your interior colors,
Exactly.
your
Yeah.
personality. And for that reason, I have like long delivery times, yeah, that are
Oh,
for
makes sense. Yeah.
if you are under 200 centimeter in height or width, so it's up to 2 months. Why I'm doing that? Because the artist could be one day ill, yeah, for example. Maybe he hasn't a good day. And for creativity and for excellence, you need time. And I want to give him or her the time. And this is a reason the customer understands this, yeah, because they
Mm.
understand the luxury is individual, it's handmade for me, it's
But
personalized. So I'm willing to wait this long time period. And the
yeah,
artist is happy because he says, hey, it's an excellent working condition, because I have can spread my creativity. I have time to
there was a couple of things I want to touch on there. The first is obviously you turning down an opportunity for a big investment, but you kind of stuck to your values and what you believe in there. The other thing is for the AI that you're currently using, because the way I understand it, and I think, just for the audience as well, is the AI is used to create sort of is it a sketch or like a
yeah, it's a pre-visualization of the later.
pre-visualization, right? And
You're
then,
through a leading process, meaning you upload an image of your interior, then
mm,
we are secondly, the colors are represented, and you click on the colors. In the next way, 10 personality attributes are presented, and you choose the one that best matches you. Then you
right,
are
yeah.
directly linked to the artist. And in the last step, in the third step, you define the canvas size
Yeah.
and the framing, and then all these in real time go as a prompt to the AI. The AI is definitely pre-trained by ourselves, so this is really a unique selling proposition. I love that.
Uh-huh.
And the AI knows the style of the artists that are at Loremo and can pre-visualize via seconds 70% like the real art painting will look like later on, yeah, but not 100% because also here we are just speaking of
You
human.
allow for that freedom as well, right? Yeah.
Exactly, exactly. Of course, there is coming in mind by investors. Oh my God, this is amazing. Yeah, the AI is unique, the process is unique. Yeah, it's an excellent brand. We could scale it up. Yeah, because why we should then let an artist paint and not the
Mm.
AI and print it via 3D print and do it with a relief? I would always avoid that
Mm.
because this is not my purpose that I want. If I have once an exit, I will only do it to one, and it's
Yeah.
Bernard Arnault from LVMH. Yeah, this is my
Yeah.
goal. If I said one exit, it's going to him, but nobody else. And yes,
And so before we go back to what art would you recommend right here?
here,
Yeah.
if it's not like based on the digital.
Knowing me as well.
First, I would go, as we spoken before, for an extroverted artist who has like a big splash, or to work highly sculptural because you're an extroverted person. I saw that in our first meetings. Yeah, you are highly eloquent. And your business and tough, and you have also like a high time management. So I would love to have something sculptural and something really extroverted. And this is like
Mm.
combining. I have one artist, for example, for here that is representing that. The second thing is the wall. It's kind of an elephant gray, yeah, it's the trend color. It's super highly aesthetic. So I want to use this. Then you have black doors. I would like adjust a little bit of this black, but only like in nuances. And you have this couch. I don't see it right clear if it's like kind of light blue in it or if it's only gray. And this is the third color I would bring in. So really reduced in colors, yeah. But these three colors is the main, and then to sculpture it, I
Mm.
would like suggest a big one. And then there is a next one. You have to be 20 centimeter to the couch and to the how to say upward front as it
The
to
ceiling. The
the
ceiling.
ceiling exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, that's fascinating. I want to talk to you more about what you would recommend there after the podcast. But going back to topic then, right? So because I think this is fascinating as well. Like with any person who gets offered an opportunity, it does take a lot to turn down money, right? Because you think that, oh, I'm going to get this investment, we could probably make some more money, we could probably make some more cash. You turn that down, right? And you touched on it. You mentioned that you did not want to sort of lose that craftsmanship that goes into creating the art if you just allow an AI to create the whole thing. But that was a principle, that was a value thing for you. Did it come natural for you, or was it,
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely natural. Because I think a business to build up a business is one of the most hardest thing I ever
Mm,
faced, to be honest. Yeah, it's much
mm.
harder than to work on a relationship or anything else. Yeah, it's crazy. You there is one thing. It's a little bit like schach. You have to have a look on the long term run,
What
and
is
this
shah?
was schach. How to say schach? What is schach? It's funny because if the users are, let me just Google it. I'm sometimes the English words are missing. Let me just check. You will laugh when you now hear it.
I
Moment.
want to I want to make sure I understand what you're saying. That's why
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
asking.
you will understand. Chess.
Chess. Shach. Yeah, right. I played a little shach before.
Chess.
Okay.
And kind of you have to see, and it's like with fast money and fast big money or long term wealth. Yeah, and
Mm,
I'm looking not for fast money, and this is important. I'm looking for the long term run, and I have really clear our vision. I have really clear our purpose and goals, also like of course
mm,
business and financial goals in mind. And for that, I also have a few on trends. I have a few on competitors. I have a few on target group, and I have like a look on the environment and government situation, everything in mind. Yeah, to be also to react flexible, but nevertheless, this is the long term goal. And the long-term goal is to build a successful, a healthy luxury brand. And
Mm.
if I now focus, because there was these two routes that I could go. The one is to build up a tech company, because Lorema has definitely the potential on, and there was a lot of PR regarding this, the tech startup, and etc. etc. Or I want to build a luxury brand that is underlined with the best technology ever and have also the USP. And
Mm.
I decided I'm myself, yeah. I'm not a tech woman. I
Mm.
understand tech. I use tech to become faster, to be automatized, to scale up, but I'm not a tech woman because I don't have studied it. But I have studied luxury brand management. I'm an expert in the field of luxury. There is my passion, there is my understanding. I myself a kind of an artist, but not really, because it's more on the entrepreneurial side right now. And this is more authentic. This is the way I want to go, because the other way would be kind of a fake in a way of, yeah, because I'm not at the Silicon Valley programmatic, and I'm not able to code, yeah. I don't have even made one code in my life at all, yeah, but I understand how to lead people who are working in tech. And
Mm.
this was also the reason why the AI is successful, yeah, and why this project happened, or for example, why the configurator happened, yeah. I understand UI UX user journeys, and I understand how to lead tech people, but I'm not a I'm not a tech woman, let's say it like that, in this ways myself. And this was the reason why I decided to go the other way round and not to focus just on a tech company, because make Loremo a tech company would become like faster a millionaire, to be honest, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, you would. But
Push
turning down an opportunity like that, for instance, it's like, it requires a level of sacrifice as well, right? Because now, instead of receiving that investment, you are financing a lot of it
bootstrapping,
yourself.
yes, I'm
You're
bootstrapping.
bootstrapping essentially. How is that? How is it bootstrapping this business? Does
It
that come
works.
with challenges or?
Yeah, it is super hard, to be honest. It's really hard, yeah, because you have to do, of course, a 40-hour job besides. Yeah, I do that. So my week is really quite busy, quite full. But on the other hand, first I learned to handle stress. I learned to handle
Mm.
pressure, because it would not be easy. The more you go up, the more the stress level increases, until a specific level, and then you have a better, but you are the responsible person for everything, yeah. I want to lead, I don't want to manage, so I'm behind my team and not in front of my team. This is for me really important. And to other way to say is, if you work besides in a company, then it has advantages and disadvantages, but right now time is the most scarce thing I need, yeah, and I don't
Mm.
have that. But the other way, what was so great was I become even more creative to find good solutions for my company. Because if I have an investor, life is also stressful, but in my kind of ways, also if you have a lot of contracts and everything to handle, yeah,
Shareholders, you got to
as
please
shareholders, and you have
others.
all this
Yeah.
pressure, it would be for me super to handle, or more easy, because I love pressure. But the pressure what I received right now is to find creative solutions in a super super fast way. And what I did is then
Mm.
I didn't have the money, because it was just the situation before the AI. Yeah, I declined the investment of the investors. Then I was standing there and I said, yes, but my goal is I need this AI, because the people who want to buy are going to buy, they want to see the pre-visualization, because they can't
Mm.
imagine how the later art painting in their colors will look like. So
In their
AI
home.
is
Yeah.
not really cheap, you know that, yeah, because tech people are the most expensive ones right now. Okay, so what I'm doing, and then I decided to search. I searched for government funds, and this was exactly what helps or not. I applied for it was a high bureaucracy. It was super stressful, because I have a lot of time. I have the side job, I have Loremo, the daily business have to run, and I, in additional, search for these government funds. I applied. It was 20 or 30 pages, yeah, full of descriptions you have to deliver. Then this lining. Then you go to the next government fund, etc., etc. But what helps me in this way is one government fund accepted, yeah, and said, wow,
Mm.
it's amazing. Yeah, we will support it financially. They did. And now I have this quality, how to say, quality stamp on Loremo, yeah, because it is
Mm.
governmental registered as an innovation.
Yeah.
This was the
Yeah.
proof of concept. So it was a harder way, but at the end, it's so much better because we have this acceptance of the government that this is a true innovation. Like Loremo, there's
Mm.
innovation behind. What was coming with that is we scaled up the enterprise equity even more because
Mm.
I have
Mm.
100% shares still now, but the equity is going up and up and up. Yeah. And if now an investor is coming and tries to invest, I don't have to give up this much of shares.
That's
With
amazing. That's amazing, though. But like, how do you handle setbacks? How do you go through a period in your life? I mean, COVID, for example, must have been hard for you. How do you go through challenging times? How do you deal with that emotionally, internally? How do you remain positive?
how I go through crisis is to reduce the fixed costs. Yeah, we don't have like, as I mentioned, a lot of employees. Yeah, we are stay
Hmm.
highly flexible, and we don't have this fixed office, and we
Mm.
don't have this fixed location to represent the art. So we are highly flexible. Reduction of fixed costs go as a lead you through every crisis. I would say that's the first thing as a CEO you have to do: reduce fixed costs, and then you wait. You serve the wave. The second thing, and focus, of course, on digitalization as well to be reachable, even if location or something like Corona happened. Yeah, in digital way, is you have to be accessible all the time, 24/7. This is really important. The second thing for setbacks, I would say, this is the passion. I can't like explain it, but I was once, it was 5 years ago. I think I explained to you in our kickoff meeting. I met an entrepreneur. He's now still giving up the business. And we got a conversation and was not at the point with Loremo as I'm right now. And he told me, but Franziska, you have to focus on the financial, you have the business concept. He was super in this field of investors.
Mm.
And I say, okay, what is your passion? Yeah, why do you have built up this company? I said, I want to make money. I want to make the big money. I want to make an exit. I want to become millionaire. And I say, okay, let's see how long you survive. Yeah, with this
Mm.
mindset. And of course, then the first problems came up. It gets hard. The pressure gets harder, etc. He throw away the business concept. I think now he's married and has two children and is still like an employee in a big corporate company again. Yeah, and he asked me or he blamed me all the time for was so passionate. Passion is not good to be an entrepreneur. Yeah, you have to be more analytical, you have to more focus on the numbers. And I say no, I believe in this mission vision, and I believe in this purpose, because even if it not brings me money now, money comes anyway. Yeah, in a lot of years, because
When
I
you provide
believe.
value, yes,
Yes, yes,
absolutely. Yeah.
exactly. If you
What?
have a
Yeah,
win-win-win situation for everybody, for artists, yeah, for customers, and you believe and you deliver excellent quality, why shouldn't come success? Yeah, it's like, I
exactly.
don't
And I
know.
think what you're saying there as well about passion, when you're passionate about something, it also becomes fun. You have a deeper reason why you're doing this. You
Yeah,
fight harder for it. And I think a lot of entrepreneurs that pursue just
yeah,
money, when those huge challenges comes,
yeah,
when their life turns upside down, what keeps them going? What
yeah,
really keeps them going? And that is, I think, where that passion comes in. Because if you do have that, if you have that level of passion for something, you do it because it is so important to you. You believe, you truly believe in it.
yeah,
And I think that truly separates those who become extremely successful in life in general, no matter what they do. And you know, most entrepreneurs that I've had on the podcast, they all have a passion for the area that they work in. They've all achieved a level of success, and they say, "I do this because I love it. I love what I do."
yeah.
And it's like, I think that's the beauty of it. It's like figuring out what do you enjoy, and then going after that, right?
Absolutely, absolutely. And of course, it is hard, but what is not hard, to be honest, and sometimes, but there are these small pleasure moments that are amazing. Yeah. And if I see, for example, an artist, I make an artist happy, yeah, if he sells his art through Loremo, or if I see the amazing art painting in the, yeah, it seems like a little bit to say too passionate or maybe too flowery, but it isn't. It's really
Mm,
what makes me happy. Yeah. Or if I'm then in
mm,
the in the high-end villa and I see this art painting matching perfectly and the customer gets compliments, yeah, by guests that are arriving in this house or villa, I'm happy about that. And this comes back and then he said, wow, it's amazing. And so you have this word of mouth recommendation spread and it works. And I think this is the most important thing. And don't deliver shit, I say all the time, yeah.
Don't deliver shit. Yeah.
Yeah, only deliver excellent quality, yeah.
Yes.
Because only if you do that, you succeed. Because
Yes.
fake is never succeeding. Yeah. Also,
No, and it's all, yeah, but it's also going to be, pointed out. People are
yeah,
going to notice it. You won't get that same word of mouth effect. One thing that you mentioned there is you get really happy when you see an artist sell an art piece through Loremo. How important is it to maintain relationships with artists? How do you build relationships? How do you promote yourself to new artists? What is that like?
it's super important to be honest. Like when we started, I wrote artists that I think, wow, they maybe match Lorema. Yeah, they are great. Right now, things turned out because I'm a little bit more visible in the art market. So they come to me and say, hey, I want to work for Lorema. Is it
Mm,
like fine that they sent me their portfolio? Amazing. I think, to be honest, what is the most important thing is to have this face-to-face relation. What was also an important step because we changed the business concept. Also stay flexible is another rather recommendation also for young entrepreneurs because right now we are facing in Germany and also in EU recession. Yeah, it's one of the hardest times in environmental business. So what we're doing right now is we fine-tune the concept. We started with a three-package model with entry, premium, and diamond, yeah, to deliver each artist on every stage the perfect marketing PR package to become big besides the sales, yeah. Now and then artists came, and after this TV show, even more artists came, and I say, wow, amazing! I want to bring them on the platform. What I realized right now is that the personal contact, because we have right now 45 artists, this is a lot. The original gallery has maybe like 5 to 7 artists. Yeah, if they are a big one, maybe 12 artists. Yeah, that's enough. Yeah, this is a classic gallery. This is surviving in the international segment. So we have 45. It's not for mass, like for example, platform, it's nothing, yeah, because you speak of a tech platform, yeah, 45, what's that? It's nothing, yeah. But for the RAM, it was really a lot, and I missed the personal contact with them because I was always busy doing sales, yeah, going to events,
mm,
to allocate new customers, etc. And I missed a little bit the personal development, yeah, the personal
mm,
development of the style. I wanted to take them with me to events. Yeah, this was not possible anymore. So it was now the time to change the business model, and this was the time to do a decision. And so I said, okay, I skip entry and premium model. Yeah, I just give it out. My quality is right now in managing the artists, yeah, in one-to-one coachings, but also in these vernissages that are super high glossy and have a value of 20,000 euros per vernissage. This is a high
mm.
amount of money. And this is also the reason why we said we only focus on diamond packages, or let's say programs with the artist. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm talking too much.
Tea or coffee?
This is like coffee, to be honest. Like, I
Uh,
know you are drinking more tea, and it's a healthier way. But right now, before Christmas, end of things, I have to drink coffee again.
I only drink tea during the evening, actually. Coffee for me is morning until 12.
Yeah.
That's my coffee time because I don't want to drink too much coffee before I go to bed. So at
Okay.
least 10 hours.
That's a good thing, but I don't know if you know, but I can also sleep if I drink a coffee, yeah, on an event in the evening on espresso at 12 or let's say at 11 p.m. I sleep like a baby anyway. This is
You
one good
do.
thing. I have a really excellent sleep. Yeah, I sleep like a baby
Uh,
all the time.
envious, envious.
Yeah. Yeah, and what would
But
I
yes,
say here?
continue. You were talking about the
Exactly, that we
20.
just do diamond programs.
Hmm.
I think it was a brilliant decision. So we informed now the artists, yeah, if they want to stay at Lorema. And if they want to stay, it will be a little bit more face to face, because what we see, and it was also try and error in 2024, the artists that are really close to myself, yeah, I bring them up in magazines. I bring them up in PR, in marketing. Yeah, they sell art. But what doesn't happen is with the artists that I don't have this intense contact, it was a little bit heavy. It is a
And
little bit against, absolutely right. It is a little bit against what I said before, that I want to build a business that is able to not depend on myself and to scale up. But what I want to do is, and what you definitely need, you need to prove that you are able to make an artist big. This is
yes,
important in the art market.
but
And this
then
is what I want to do.
for yeah, so for your business right now, like from a business perspective here, what are the next steps for you to grow your business? What bottlenecks do you currently have, and
Yeah.
how do you solve them?
Absolutely. So, next year, yeah, it will be a challenging year. So I need to have some days of Christmas to rest a little bit until it goes up again, because we have a lot of plans. In next year, we have like a lot of vernissages, in general, one per month. That is really much.
Yeah, and
I
just for the audience, what is a vernissage?
A vernissage is like an opening of an exhibition with a lot of people, of high celebrities that are invited. And then you have a get together, you present the art paintings, you have a curation speech, yeah, about the artist's vitae as well as the art paintings. And yeah, it's the opening of an exhibition. And the
Hmm.
finissage, then after maybe we'll say 3 months, is mostly it's the closing of an exhibition, of an art
Hmm.
exhibition. So
Yeah.
we have one vernissage per month. Yeah, let's say that. I hope we can handle it. Maybe we can. Maybe we have to reduce, be flexible to two. Um, as to every 2 months one vernissage. Then I will write my first book. Yeah, I signed a contract right now, so I will write a book about all my knowledge. Then I will intense all the coaching sessions with the artist. I try, Darren, we speak also about to digitalize it, that also artists that are not directly under contract of Loremo can make use of the knowledge. Then I'm right now at the Fine Art Invest Group in Zurich, yeah, active, and at the Art Invest Group internationally to also sell the blue chip art. Is super important, but it's only about secret sale. To also develop myself in the field of art in the international art market as an expert. Then let me say what I do next. Yes, I'm as a speaker at Art Investment Talks. They have like a roadshow going through Germany. I have a lot of collaborations right now with family offices and wealth managers that I wanna, yeah, make part of Loremo and wanna be collaboration partners. Yeah, let's see. I have a lot of collaboration partners that are still in the waiting. Yeah, I have to
Hmm.
evaluate if it's the match of interior designers. And my biggest dream right now is, because we don't have it yet, I want to deliver the art paintings for a really luxury hotel. Yeah. I want to have
Okay.
to say, this is hotel, this is luxury hotel. I don't know where it will be. We will see. Yeah. And it is 100% Loremo, with Loremo art
Wow.
paintings from the bottom to the,
Yeah.
and this is my goal to do, because this we didn't have yet. Yeah, to be honest. Yeah, we have sold a lot of art paintings to villas, to penthouses, to really luxury houses in the B2C segment. Also a lot of collaborations with interior architects and interior designers, but we don't have even this one hotel, and I want to go for it.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
want to
You want to
visit
get into the
Art Basel and Monaco Yacht Show.
Yeah, you want to get into that B2B sector, especially hotels, and just really have 100% Loremo art for that hotel.
Yeah.
Uh, and then in terms of getting more clients, whether it's B2C or B2B, how do you approach that? How do you market the business for actual paying clients?
To be honest, it comes by itself. Like right now,
Word of
it is
mouth.
word of mouth, absolutely. But also, if I travel, for example, to the Monaco Yard Show, or for example, to LinkedIn is also a big potential. To be honest, like I have a lot of clients coming from LinkedIn. from all over the world. Myself is a first impression, and then they see, okay, it's excellent art, it's highly aesthetic. So I have a lot of art advisories, digital, worldwide. And yeah, let's say the Art Basel, but the Art Basel, it's mid-sized artists. Yeah, Art Basel is not the newcomers, it's more the bigger ones. So the Art Basel is more relevant, for example, for the Fine Art Invest Group or for the Art Invest Group. I will definitely visit it, but it's not the focus for Loremo.
I see. That's
Yeah.
fascinating. So, Franziska, I want to ask a little bit about advice that you have for someone who wants to become an entrepreneur, someone who wants to follow their passion, just like you did, right? Because you're still working a job, but your goal is to build this up. And I think it's such an incredible thing to do, to take that leap and actually go after it. So, what would you tell anyone who is really excited and curious about exploring something that they believe in, but they might be afraid or they don't know where to start? What would you tell them?
That's a good question because I think that the normal sentence that everyone is say, go for your dreams. Yeah, if you can dream it, you can do it. But I think that's like I say, Merry Christmas, to be honest. Yeah, this is no value anymore. the 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 thing as two things, yeah, that I learned the last 2 weeks and that are super important for myself, because every entrepreneur is passionate. Every entrepreneur is going and will do. First, focus, but focus, he has to figure out him or herself. That's a learning process. What is most important and what I learned the last 2 weeks, and it's so easy, but I didn't think of it, modeling of excellence. Modeling of excellence means you don't
I
have,
love what you're about to say. I don't know. I know where this is going.
you
I
know
already love
what
it.
I say?
Yeah,
This
yeah.
is really excellent
Continue.
because for example, there was just one example and then I stopped because I talked too long. There was this TV show, as I told you. And everyone is saying how you are preparing for this TV show, yeah? And what have you done? And it was an excellent speech and pitch. And what have you done before? And I say, nothing. I focused only on my business. I didn't watch any other YouTube because it's on YouTube and you can also stream it, yeah, the other ones. I didn't do that, yeah, because I say I am Loremo. I am the person that builds the company. I know the best what is behind. I learned, of course, it was 11 pages of numbers. Yeah, I have to learn by heart because normally you can just look in your finance plan. There you can't. You have to. It comes really into seconds. So I prepared myself best, but I only focused on my business. And I think this is really important to focus what you are doing and not looking so much to left and right because it robs you time. But what also you say is modeling of excellence. And modeling of excellence means look at the best in your branch and in your industry
Yes, yes.
and focus on them. Do a coaching, even if it costs some money. Yeah. But he is where
Absolutely.
you want to go. And this try and error principle is nice, but it rubs, not it rubs, how to say, it takes you energy
Mm,
and it takes time. And you don't want to lose time and you don't want to lose energy because energy, you only have like energy for 24/7. So if you want to be faster than everybody else, learn from the best. So in every industry, there is one person who is still at the top. Yeah, look at him, go to him, write him an email, write him a LinkedIn, whatever. There are so many ways to access the best in the industry and learn from that. This is like my first advice I would give young entrepreneurs. And if you don't have money, send him a personal letter. Maybe they are also humans, and if they are at the top, they have gone through hell as you the same way. Do a personal visit, I don't know, be creative, yeah, but gain his or her attention that he or she will mentor you. This is an important thing. And what's next? Modeling of excellence, really important. The second thing, sale. In Germany, especially, young entrepreneurs always have a big problem with doing sales because they
mm,
think selling somebody something is something bad. First, what we have
mm,
in mind is it's a little bit different than US because US people from USA are Americans are much more better in selling than German. And the reason behind is that we have always in mind they're a little bit like how to say sneaky, yeah. Maybe they are not 100% honest. They want to sell you something, and maybe it's not pro fun. Yeah, maybe there's something behind. That's totally bullshit because you know you deliver the best quality. Yeah, you are honest, you're authentic. Yeah, you have an excellent product, and the other person, you're doing them something good if you sell them your product. And don't think that is something bad. And these are two things that I have to learn. And then I talked with all the other, because I also do mentorship to younger ones. And then I talk to them and I say, oh my God, Franziska, I have the same. You're right. Yeah, I'm also so scary about to asking the selling question. Yeah, this closing moment at the end of a sales talk. I'm really scary about to ask them, because I think I feel super uncomfortable. They say all the time. And I say, why? Why are you? You are convinced about your product. It's excellent. Do the question, yeah, do a sales training, because it's important. And why you should feel bad if you have the best product, you do them, you're doing them a Christmas gift. Yeah, this is the mindset you need. And these are two things, because you can have the best product, but if you're not able to sell the product, yeah, you don't have revenue, and if you don't have revenue, your business will die.
Great advice. Yeah, thank you so much for coming on the podcast. It was a real pleasure talking to you. It
It was
was
a
really
pleasure talking
nice.
to you, Darren. Maybe you should also tell the audience a little bit more about your way, because you're also so inspiring. And the first talk we got together, it was amazing. Yeah.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Where can people find you if they want to reach out to you or learn more about you?
On LinkedIn, Franziska Scheuerle. They can also find me on Instagram, Franziska Loremo, or the business account, Loremo Official, or the website, www.loremo.de. And
Okay,
all right,
amazing.
that's like an email at contact@loremo.de.
Okay, perfect. Well, thank you so much. Again, it was a pleasure.
It was a pleasure also, Jared, to talk to you.